Hello and welcome. My name is TyrionLanstr. Alright, now today I want to talk about a particular shop that I think a lot of people don't pay a ton of attention to, and that is the Navigator Shop. So within the Navigator, there are basically three different potential shops that you might think I'm referring to. The first is where you buy compasses, right here. Second is maybe this milestones, which isn't really a shop, but basically when you use more compasses, you get to unlock these things and you can buy them. Or not buy them, but you just get them. But the shop I want to talk about is this Tyrosh shop. And as you can see, it refreshes every time you get through a navigator. Right now it's closed, you can't use anymore, but you can still use the shop. And so I wanted to take this chance to look at what this shop has to offer us. So, the first thing that jumps out to you should probably be, wow, there's a lot of ways to get badges. That is great. The badges are always there. You can always buy any of the badges that you want, and that's huge. I mean, you get to basically choose your badge. You'll also note this Angry Small Folk medal, and anytime that you're able to get Troop Appearance medals, that may be exciting to you. And then also, there's a way to get certain main materials, and these three, actually, you should be aware, these will rotate. These are based on what are the three different drops for this navigator. Every time that changes, and you'll get a different set that are available to you. It just depends on which three are available for that particular navigator. So, what is it that is worth buying in here? Well, I think for starters, you can look at the bottom and work our way up. So the coins that you get, you basically get them by, you get 50 when you do the normal navigator, and when you get to the end, you can either go and get diamonds, or you get the Tyrosh coins. You get 50 on the normal. On the legend, you get 500 versus, getting lots of diamonds that way. So, you either get increments of 50 or in 500. Down here, the secret shard chest for 1,000, that is just tremendously not worth it. If you're getting 1,000 Tyrosh coins, then you definitely made it certain milestones, and within the milestones, you start getting the secrets chest anyway. So definitely not worth it, in my opinion. Cannot understand anyone that doesn't have secrets chest or the secrets photo done. And if they don't, like I said, you're better off getting it through the milestones each time. Now, 100 coins for 60 minutes of speed up. I just don't think this is worth it at all. 60 minutes of speed up is not that much in the grand scheme of things. You're going to get so many more speed ups from other things, and just 100 coins is actually a lot in this, and for 60 minutes of speed up, I don't think it's worth it. Now, the 24-hour truce. This, I think, is like a really good value. For only 100 coins, you get a 24-hour truce. You can only buy 2 of them, to be fair. But that's a lot of value, and it's definitely worth it. I think I basically, whenever I don't have enough for one of the more expensive items, I'll go ahead and buy the truces with whatever I have left. The roasted chicken, this is like literally just if you have increments of 10 that are left over, then I guess go for the roasted chicken. But I think it's pretty much worth very, very little. Most people don't have a trouble with commander experience. As you can see, I have close to 60,000 roasted chickens, so I don't think that's particularly needed. Now, with badges, I'm going to talk about badges in general, all of them. If you are buying City Defense Power Badge, or the City Defense Determination Badge, or the City Wall Bolster Badge, I don't know what's wrong with you, or how long you've been playing this game to think that's good, but you're crazy. Don't do that. Those are just super not meta. City wall defense is just terrible, and fortification defense is also not strong. So ignore those. Do not get them. In general, most people seem to think that defense badges are not as good as attack badges, so I would say you're mostly going to be focused up here. Now, for only 250 coins, you get one gray badge. So that's a lot of value. I mean, I definitely think that this is the main thing that people buy here, and definitely what I would recommend to you to buy. So if you think about it, the reason why so many people do the Navigator and it's so worthwhile is that if you think about this as a way of just turning blue diamonds into coins, how much does it cost at a minimum to get one gray badge? Well, if you get the big buy here, let's say you're able to buy 1,000 compasses for 200,000 blue diamonds, that means each compass is worth approximately 200 blue diamonds. Again, that's a better deal than if you just buy them one at a time. So if we think that a compass is worth 200 blue diamonds, how many compasses does it take to get 250 of them? Well, we know that 100 would get you to the end with the legendary, and you get 500. So if we divide that by 2, that tells us that 50 compasses should get us 250 coins, enough for one of these. 250 times 200, that is about 10,000 blue diamonds for one of these badges. That should strike you as not the greatest deal in the world. 10,000 blue diamonds feels like a lot and a pretty high price to pay for just one gray badge. Now, here is why there's a little more to it than just that. The first key piece is that whenever you're doing these, you're also getting bonuses along the way. And you may get the free, like the lucky spins, and then you get it even easily and more quickly. The other thing is that you have the chance to get blue diamonds and get them back. So it's not really a straight one-to-one trade-off, but you know that at pretty much a minimum, for every 10,000 blue diamonds you're willing to spend, you're going to get one gray badge back. So where this is really good is, let's say you're willing to spend a whole 200,000 blue diamonds. If you're going to spend them on here, you know that at a minimum you should be getting around 20 gray badges of your choice. That's a lot of value. That's pretty good. I think that my math is right on there. If you're listening and you're like, oh my gosh, Tyrion, your math is just totally off, then let me know. But that's the math that I did, and I think that makes sense. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's definitely worth your while to be getting a lot of those badges, along with, again, all the other stuff you get from exploring along the way. So definitely this main thing to buy here is either the cavalry, infantry, spearmen, or bowman attack. Now, on to the top 4. I think these are niche buys. If you really want to get your angry small folk all the way, if you're an inf castle, if that's really important to you, then I'd say go for it. But definitely the badges are more stats, like worth their while, definitely better, and it's not even that much crazy more expensive. The gray material is a really tough call. I mean, these, I think they're worth twice as much as a badge, which is about how much they're valued here. That doesn't feel worth it to me. But if you're like one away from something and you really, really want it, I would say go for it. But I'd also say that most people have found that the main material is less important than like the secondary main material. So I don't even know that these are quite as important as they may seem. So I, like I said, would definitely focus on the badges, but these are not, I think these top 4 definitely have their value. But my order of preference would always be badges first, then probably these top 4 second, and then I would go down to the truce as my backup. But the rest of it, definitely not worth buying, at least not spending on the Tyrosh to get. But hopefully this helped you learn a thing or two about the Navigator and the Navigator Shop, what you should be buying, what you should be avoiding, and how you should be best planning to spend if you're going to do the Navigator. So, hope this helped, and until next time, my name is TyrionLanstr. I'll see you there, and Happy New Year.